welcome back to our channel. So in today's video, we're going to be continuing with our SYNASTRY series. The SYNASTRY series overlay that we'll be talking about in this video is having your moon fall into your partner's 6th house. But before we begin sharing our interpretation of the SYNASTRY overlay with you, we'd like to remind you to please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and leave a comment telling us how you feel about our interpretation. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into this video. So right off the back, this SYNASTRY overlay tends to be a pretty difficult one to have between two partners, mostly for the reason that it requires two partners to be pretty selfless towards each other. Ideally, with this SYNASTRY overlay between two people, both partners would be appreciative towards each other and helpful towards one another. However, with this overlay, what can happen is that the moon person tends to be compelled to want to help the house person and even wants to do things for them at times. So what could happen here is that the moon person tends to perform acts of service selflessly for their house partner, and also the moon partner tends to make some pretty notable sacrifices for the connection and of course for their house partner. And in the best case scenario, what would happen here is that the house partner should be able to appreciate and show appreciation towards the moon person for all of their efforts and sacrifices that they make for the connection and all of the hard work that they put in towards helping the house partner. And occasionally, the house partner should also be able to return the favor every now and then. Otherwise, this type of union might run the risk of becoming one of those imbalanced types of connections, where the moon person puts in a lot of work and helps the house partner quite a lot, while the house partner might, in some cases, occasionally tend to fall short. So obviously, if this happens, it can ignite a lot of feelings of resentment, particularly in the moon person, and this could even cause the relationship to end. Ultimately, it's just very important that these two partners behave and operate very consciously in order to protect and nurture their union, and especially to avoid feelings of unfairness or imbalance within the relationship. However, still this can be a very lovely overlay in the sense that the moon person tends to have a soft spot for the house person, and they tend to sympathize with their partner easily, and the moon person can really make their house partner better. The moon person may take it upon themselves with helping the house person when it comes to their health care, and even when it comes to their work, as well as their routines. It's just important not to take the caring moon person for granted. This overlay will work beautifully if the house partner is also a giving person and is willing to reciprocate the efforts of the moon person too. One potential drawback of this overlay may be that it is possible that this sort of overlay may ignite some levels of dependency between the two partners. In one scenario, the house person may become dependent on their moon partner in terms of them relying heavily on their moon partner to help them with their routines and schedules, and just helping them stay organized in their life situations and their health plans. And in this type of case, the moon person would play a role that's kind of like being a guardian figure or a parental figure to their house partner. And so the house partner would become somewhat dependent on the moon person. However, conversely, if the house person is not a dependent type of person, then they could actually find the moon person's over-involvement and over-helpfulness to be quite annoying, and this could also be a cause of some conflict between the two partners. So it's just important that the two partners be careful of the drawbacks of this sort of imbalance. So that does it for our interpretation of having your moon fall into your partner's 6th house. Yes, we hope you've enjoyed the interpretation, and if you did like the video, please do hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please do also subscribe to the channel and share the video if you can, because that also helps the channel. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll be talking about having your moon fall into your partner's 7th house. This is where we love and leave you guys. Have a good one, guys. Bye.